Spalding Gymnasium on the campus of Keene State College. Justin McIsaac, the legendary Dave Haley, here to bring you tonight's Twin State ball game between the New Hampshire seniors and the Vermont seniors. And Dave, you and I, of course, are biased. Vermont has won the last 8 games between the two sides. We're hoping to get a 6-0-3 win out of this thing.
Yeah, this is the game we're allowed to be biased for. So, no, it should be interesting. Eric Gender and John Martin are the two guys that are going to lead this New Hampshire team. The two Kona kids, John Martin and, Rob O'Brien and Eli Hodgson should be keys as well. But I think it'll be interesting. Top 7 in New Hampshire should be able to hang with Vermont. It's all about depth today and need a win in this thing.
Last minute addition, Sam Nolmeyer of Winnicott playing for his head coach, Jay McKenna, and with his teammate, Richie Ruffin. I think that's maybe an X factor for New Hampshire that could, on the positive side.
Yeah, and there's a couple, there's 2 Kona kids in this thing, 2 Winnicott kids, 2 Merrimack kids. Shane Bork and Eric Gender can run the pick and roll in their sleep, so no worries on that. So how they do the minutes with Jay McKenna and Coach Romps and Coach Mulvey will be really interesting, but we've got the ability in this game to win this thing, and hopefully in 3 practices they've got the cohesion together to make it happen.
All right, well, and it's certainly a great New Hampshire coaching staff. Jay McKenna, the head man, Mike Romps, and Jim Mulvey on his assistants, and a lot of knowledge and a lot of experience to bring it to the table.
Yeah, 3 great coaches, 3 of the best coaches in the state. So these kids are ready, as ready as they can be in 3 practices. They get along great. They've got a good attitude. I was at practice on Wednesday night, so we don't have to pretend who we're rooting for.
Oh, absolutely. This is going to sound like a WWF broadcast, wrestling reference.
Wrestling.
All right, well, we'll find out a little bit more about the Vermont team as we go along, but we're looking forward to a great game, and we thank you for joining us on nhsportspage.com. All right, Justin McIsaac, Dave Haley, high above courtside here at Keene State College. And Dave, a floor where you won many intramural championships, from what I understand.
5.
Undefeated in intramural championships.
Undefeated.
And
so I feel like I got a lay of the land.
And we don't know a lot about this Vermont team. We do know that we had to make an emergency food delivery to the New Hampshire team, so we'll see if they're nourished. As heading to the center circle, Shane Bork for New Hampshire. And for Vermont, probably driving a sob to the game, is Jason Manwaring, and we're underway. Vermont controls the opening tap. Pavitt Parrish out of Rochester. There we go.
No. Wrong place. Wrong Rochester.
Rochester, Vermont.
Wrong place.
Gets it poked away and stolen.
One of your guys.
And New Hampshire transition. Richie Ruffin. No, look, pass. Oh, the hoop of the harm. Eli Hodgson. 2-0, 6-0-3. Bounded by Shane Bork.
Good push, John Martin. The good thing about this New Hampshire team, they got 3 kids on the team who can handle the ball.
Martin knocks down the triple. 5-0, New Hampshire. Right wing 3, and it was nothing but net.
Looked real comfortable, too, coming down. Great thing about having 3 guys who can handle the ball. You don't have to worry about getting it to the right guy. You can just push the ball. Allows you to move the ball faster.
Bounded by 2 New Hampshire players. Hodgson comes away with it. Pushes it up ahead to Gendron. Gendron leaves it. No look for Martin, who drives and scores.
Love Johnny Martin. Kid runs the floor all day. Kid never gets tired.
Should have threw it down there, Johnny, but nonetheless, it's a 7-point New Hampshire lead.
Your team in the Seacoast tournament.
Jump shot, no good. First of all, this is a better representation. How many Fighting McIsaacs are out there, and how many Fighting Dave Haleys are out there? That's right. As Richie Ruffin drives and scores. Nailing home the point for me.
Timeout Vermont.
Timeout Vermont as New Hampshire with a 9-point lead. 16:26 to go in the first half. To Ryan Booth. Booth entry pass denied by John Martin. And here comes New Hampshire.
New Hampshire looking to push all the time.
Up ahead, and the layup is up and in. The 6:03 is rolling, and another timeout here by Vermont. The Green Mountain State on the ropes early on. It's an 11-point New Hampshire lead.
Stop the fight.
From Danville will check in. And Johnson has the rock in his hand. Looking for Parrish, gets it to him.
I don't see any kid on the Vermont team who it seems like he's going to take over offensively. I don't see a guy who's really proven himself.
Still early on here. Well, not early anymore, as this one is, a foul is called. That's a horrible call.
Oh, ball!
Shea Whalen is called for the foul. Dave Haley is turning a darker shade of scarlet.
What do you want him to get?
He's usually very red-faced, even more so right now. Ball above his head. 16-3, New Hampshire in control here. Nearly halfway through the first half. Oh, and Parrish gets it rejected by Rob O'Brien. Pat Glynn in transition. That's not his shot. He'll give it up to Yordi Tavares. Tavares spots up for 3. Money in the bank!
Feeling it. Yordi Tavares. I was going to say both those shots are great shots, but he felt it. He nailed them.
16-point New Hampshire lead, 12 and a half to go in the first half. Tommy Fitzgerald out on the right wing, guarded by Tavares, drifts over to his left, keeps going, looks to give it up. He's in trouble, gives up to Austin Sayers. Say you, say me, say he gives it up to Tommy Fitzgerald. And he'll go over to the left side. Guarded by Packlin, Fitzgerald.
We played 9 minutes and New Hampshire's given up 3 points.
12 to shoot, and that one's no good. Rebounded by Vermont. Kyle Johnson keeps it alive.
Shea Whalen.
Shea Whalen with a rejection. Goes inside to Austin Sayers. Oh, rejected again!
Yordi in the open court. This should be good right here.
Puts it up off the window, no good, and
Good take by Yordi.
Vermont comes away with it, and that should be a travel. Instead, it'll just be out of bounds. New Hampshire basketball.
You know that they're good out of bounds players. We just don't know if all the kids know them. A couple kids miss practices. Looking at Eli.
Goes into Hodgson, leaves it for Nollmeyer. Gets back out to Hodgson, now to Tavares, shoots the three. Yes! Yordi! Relax.
Tavares been on fire. 3 threes.
23-6, New Hampshire, under 10 minutes to go in the first half.
You know, you don't want to take this lightly. It's a 14-point game right now. You want to keep pushing it for New Hampshire. Get out and run.
Ruffin, hesitation dribble, gets to the block, puts it up, floater's good. And Richie Ruffin, that's what he does, Dave.
No, absolutely.
And this back in transition, the whistles have come out when Vermont is on offense. There's another foul called. Jason Manwaring, it's a 13-point game, 25-12. John Martin leaves it for Richie Ruffin. Parrish out to contest. Left side it goes for John Martin. Over on the left wing. Gets it up top for Gabe Nichols. On the right side it goes for Ruffin. Into the corner. 3 ball on the way from Nollmeyer. Yes!
3-point basket by Sam Nollmeyer.
And timeout's called by New Hampshire. 7:45 to go. 28-12. New Hampshire in control.
Full timeout, New Hampshire.
Maynard shovels it up top for Booth. Booth drifts over to his left, keeps going. The lob pass is deflected. It's going to be saved, but into the hands of New Hampshire. Martin in transition. New Hampshire's got numbers. Left side, Ruffin, 3. Yes!
Good push, good look by John Martin.
And the ball don't lie. That one's no good. Rebounded by New Hampshire. Martin on the right side. Martin with the left hand. 3! Knocks it down! Johnny Martin pushes the lead back to 17 for New Hampshire.
I followed for years over at Burlington High School.
I'm not sure that we have actually followed him, Dave.
Just pretend.
Yordi Tavares tries to go baseline, shovels it back up for Ruffin, spots up for 3. 20-point lead for New Hampshire. Ruffin with another 6. 3. Bit of a press here. Tavares harassing Tommy Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald over on the left side. Keeps drifting over to the left. Keeps going. In trouble now, looking to get it away. Gets it stolen. Out ahead of John Martin in transition. Martin will bring it over to the left side, wait for his offense to collect now. Brings it up from 12 feet. Puts the jumper up and in.
Love Johnny Martin. Tough shot right there. Kind of read the defense, kind of let everything settle down. Tough shot from the baseline.
20-point lead for New Hampshire. Just over 2.5 to play in the first half. Too long off the hands of Kyle Johnson. Comes to New Hampshire. John Martin spots up long. 2, knocks it down.
Really did. Remember the Seacoast champions this year. Undefeated 2 years in a row. Never lost a game. I don't know what it feels like.
I don't remember that.
Beat you.
No, did you?
16 points.
Heart of the champion. Fighting McIsaacs. Fitzgerald with Tavares all over him.
Not the ability of a champion.
Oh, Meservy comes down and gets called for a terrible foul. Oh, that's awful. Referees clearly on it. How many practices do the referees have? That's a terrible call. Goes for Johnson, moves it on the right side for Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald holds it, 3 seconds to go. Will he get a shot away? They do, it's no good, and that's how the first half ends. After 20 minutes, the 6:03 leading the 8:02, 44-26 in the New Hampshire-Vermont Twin State game.
13-point game.
Martin brings it up this time for New Hampshire. Leaves it on the right side. Now on the left side it goes for Gendron. Gendron leaves it for Hodgson. Spot up jumper off the window and in.
Nice disc by Gendron, creating a nice patience by Eli Hodgson. Took his time in that jumper and hit it. 30.
Whatever, doesn't matter. Scoop shot is good.
Don't let facts get in the way of your argument.
I won't. For Matt
My
Maynard.
ex-wife.
11-point lead for New Hampshire. We're going to have to get serious in a minute here. As no-look pass is deflected, and John Martin gets smacked in the face. No call, he's down. Vermont's got numbers, a 5-on-4. Martin's going to have to get back on defense. Off the window, Parrish puts it up and in. And it's a single-digit lead for New Hampshire. They're going to leave him in for now. Nollmeyer in the right corner. Leaves it for Pat Glenn. Glenn will shoot the three. Yes! Pat Glenn, that's why I call him the Wolf.
Big three by Pat Glenn. I don't know why.
Gotta get some more phone calls. As Nollmeyer up top leaves it for Whalen. Whalen looks underneath, trying to find Tavares. Now he gets it over to him on the right wing. Tavares spots up for three. Yes! 4 threes for Yordi Tavares. He's got 12 points. The lead is back to 15 for New Hampshire. No, into the hands of Shea Whalen. Whalen dribbling it ahead, right side for Glenn. Glenn running the floor. Big man puts it high up the glass, no good. Followed it up though, Shea Whalen cleans up the mess.
Shea Whalen's had some nice minutes tonight. He's played well.
First 2 points of the game makes it a 17-point New Hampshire lead. 16-point lead for New Hampshire, 60-44. Nollmeyer fadeaway, a little too strong. Rebound tapped in by Shea Whalen and a foul. Shea Whalen. Headed to Clark University in the fall, Dave.
He's been terrific. I just tweeted out he's been terrific off the bench.
And a timeout, Vermont. 62-44, under 12 minutes to go in the second half. You can do it during free throws and stuff.
Kid from Rochester, Vermont has played, you know. I know that's your hometown.
I'm from Rochester, New Hampshire, actually, Dave.
Oh.
I made that clear. John Martin drives and scores for the 603.
Remember the Seacoast champions, undefeated.
65-50 New Hampshire. Under 10 minutes.
MVP at this point?
There's a couple of different guys you can go with. You can go with Richie Ruffin, although hasn't played any of the second half except for the first 10 seconds because of shady foul calls. Shea Whalen you can put in there. Yordi Tavares been scoring.
Shea Whalen. I think John Martin should be considered.
Gerald.
I want to call Fitzgerald. I want to change his name. Ready? He's the Vermont Dawson Dixon.
I don't like that.
From here on
It's
out.
an insult to Dawson Dixon.
I love Dawson Dixon. It's no insult. He's pretty solid.
Tommy Fitzgerald cannot carry Dawson Dixon's jock.
Okay, I won't disagree with that.
That's what I meant by that.
Dawson Dixon. He's Vermont Dawson Dixon.
Dawson Dixon's going to stop following you on Twitter after that.
No.
Goes to the left side, and it's knocked down by Gabe Nichols. Straight out of Hopkinton.
Gabe Nichols for 2.
Free throw is no good. As they say, Dave, ball don't lie, and it's rebounded by New Hampshire.
Vermont's going to make a run. They better do it now.
Shane Bork spots up. Yes.
Shane Bork.
Back to 13 for the 603 with 7:20 to go. Parrish over on the left wing. Gets to the foul line, tries to leave it for Manwaring, collects it, shovels it over, but into the hands of Gabe Nichols. Nichols running the floor, puts it up the left hand, tough shot, gets it to go. Oh, what a move by Gabe Nichols. Timeout Vermont. And scores.
It's good. That's all I got to say about him. He's a good player.
It's really been a two-man show for Vermont. As it goes, oh, nice touch pass for Gendron, who drives, can't score, gets drilled to the deck, no call, unbelievable. Here comes Vermont on the other end, three-pointer on the way, yes. And Vermont's got it down to 10. Pass nearly stolen, Fitzgerald gets it over to Obi. Obi puts it up, no good. Rebounded by Nollmeyer. And Nollmeyer will push it ahead. Bounce pass to the left side for Shane Bork, puts it up and in the hoop of the harm.
Out the basket.
Second one's no good. New Hampshire comes away with a rebound. It's Gendron. Gendron splits the defense, drives, scoops, can't finish. Rebounded by Eli Hodgson. Loses it, keeps it alive though. Nice job by Gendron. Gets it back right side, puts it up. Yes! Three ball from Eric
You
Gendron.
love when you miss a layup and then you end up with a three-pointer off it. There you go.
He's rewarded for hustling to keep that ball alive. As Parrish is rejected. Back into the hands, though, of Marcus Thornton, who scores, and the lead's down to 15 for New Hampshire. Under 5 to play.
Tonight too. You and I buying them fruit before the game. I mean, I don't even think you question
Two
that.
shots for Sean Springer.
Let's talk about that in the post game and wrap up. Lost you. $20 worth of fruit I spent on my steak.
All was lost until yeah. We'll have to
$19.64. It was in one of the bags. I mean, it's probably gone now. Martin spots up for three, knocks it down. John Martin pushes the lead to 20 for New Hampshire. Iron on time there for Pavitt Parrish. 17-point New Hampshire lead. Ruffin with a no-look pass scoots it over to Gendron. Gendron gets it back up to Bork. Bork, left-hand three, yes! 88-68, under 3 minutes to go. If you're in the Vermont crowd, you might want to think about heading back over the border.
The streak is over.
Gotta be careful it doesn't get too playground here with 2:11 to go. Lead down to 15. Probably not in great danger, but you don't want to get too careless.
All day, all day.
Meservey from the corner. Putting an exclamation point. 91-73 New Hampshire.
He hits those in his sleep.
Long three down the way. It will not count, and that's it. The final from Keene State College in the New Hampshire-Vermont Twin State Classic. New Hampshire 91, Vermont 75. The trophy, for the first time in 8 contests, comes back home where it belongs, to the 603.
And for New Hampshire, John Martin.
Here with the victorious New Hampshire team, ending an 8-year reign of terror by Vermont, or an 8-game reign of terror. New Hampshire victorious over Vermont in the Twin State Classic. Here with some of the guys that made it happen. First of all, John Martin, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
And you guys set the tone early defensively. Only 3 Vermont points in the first 10 minutes. Is that something you only had 3 practices, but was that a key in practice?
Yeah, that's our mindset. Coach made it a point. He wanted us to come out defensively. You know, it's an all-star game. Everyone wants to get their own shot, but he wanted us to play defense, move the ball, and that's exactly what we did the opening minutes. Set the tone.
All right, now Eric Gendron, Player of the Year. You had no points in the first half, and yet you guys had a huge lead. I mean, how did that make you feel, knowing you didn't have to be the guy on a team like this?
It feels good, just knowing you don't know how to score. You got a bunch of guys on your team that can score. It takes a lot of pressure off you, and I was able to relax and just do my thing in the second half. And I mean, you got the win. That's all that matters.
All right, and Richie Ruffin, one of the Fighting McIsaacs, by the way. Richie Ruffin had a big part of this game. Richie, congratulations. How does it feel winning this for New Hampshire, first time in 8 games over Vermont?
It was awesome. I mean, we brought in a nice group of guys. We knew from get-go we were nice, and we knew if we ran the tempo, stayed intense, and played together, we would come out with a W.
They're very nice guys, by the way. And Yordi Tavares, you came in and hit some transition threes that kind of, even in the first half, seemed to kind of take the spirit out of him. Was that the plan for you to come in and try and knock down those shots, or?
My plan was to come here and win, help my teammates, and get it done.
All right, and that's what you guys did. Congratulations for doing it for your state, beating Vermont. First time in 8 games against Vermont, winning it for New Hampshire. Thanks, guys. McKenna, the winning coach of the New Hampshire Twin State team. Congratulations, Coach.
Thank you very much.
And you guys set the tone early. You got out to a big lead, and really it was it was the defense that seemed like in transition. Was that your plan, or is that just how the game flowed?
Yeah, right from day one, we talked about the importance of defense and rebounding, and we thought the kids we did a good job defensively. We struggled a little bit on the defensive glass. We allowed them too many second and third opportunities, but we made enough shots and made enough things happen where we came out on the good side of things.
And you had a kid like Eric Gendron, the New Hampshire Player of the Year. No points in the first half, and yet you had a 20-point lead going into the locker room. I mean, if you told me Eric Gendron was going to be scoreless at the half, I would have said, we're going to be in trouble. But
I would agree with that statement. But we had so many kids who played great minutes. Yordi played great minutes in that first half. We had a kid like Shea Whalen come in the second half and play great minutes. Sam came in and really kind of settled things down when Vermont made a nice run. John was great all night. So everyone contributed, and that's why we won. It was a great team victory.
Was that a little bit of Sam joined the team a little bit late in the process, but how much of it, not a security blanket, but was it easier for you to kind of work him into what you guys were doing?
Absolutely, because a lot of things that we ran are things that we run at Winnacunnet, and I knew he knew exactly what we needed to do, and I knew what he was capable of, and he knew what I would expect from him. So it was a pretty seamless transition, and when that sort of thing happened, when they were making a run, we pulled him aside and we said, we need you to rebound, and that's what he did. He went in and defended and rebound, and that's the type of kid he is.
Yeah, and I was going to say, it seemed like you only had 3 practices, and it's tough to get kids to fit into their roles, but it seemed like each kid went out there, like Shea Whalen was a defensive stopper, he rebounded well. Every guy seemed to, I don't know what their roles were supposed to be, but they seemed to fit in exactly. It looked like exactly how you might have wanted it.
Sure, exactly. No, the truth is that this was the first time we had all 12 kids together. And, that was a concern of ours as we stepped out on the floor to start the game, but guys kind of figured it out as they went. And, we had some guys like Eric and John who really acted as leaders, and guys kind of figured it out. And, because guys found their roles, another reason why we won.
All right, and I don't think we can give enough credit to Dave Haley and I on our way here. Got a panicked phone call from one Jay McKenna saying, we haven't eaten in, 12 hours? 5 hours? Something like that.
It was 5 hours, and the kids started talking about how hungry they were.
So you needed us to go grab some fruit, and which we did. It was like the Benny Hill music was playing. We were racing around. We brought you $20 worth of bananas, oranges, and apples. How much of a key to the victory was that?
At least 97 to 98%. That was the reason right there.
You heard it from the man himself, Jay McKenna, the winning coach. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thanks.